What's up, guys? Since my teacher has told me to practice my English for an upcoming debate competition, you will have to suffer as I tell you about my summer camp experience. Yes, uh, what month is it again? Well, I'm stupid. That's the time of the month it is. Oh, it's March. Yeah. So it's March right now and I have quite uh, the time till I get back to camp and till I and it's been quite a while since I went to camp. But again, let's just remember some perfect memories we had from that place. Oh my god, why am I getting disturbed again? So, first of all, it's important to know there are three camp categories in the summer camp I go to. It's the wait, wait, let me die at this point. Come on, okay, finally. Let me adjust my sound real quick. So, it's important to note that there are three main categories on the camp I am going to. It's the camper, which is when you can just relax and enjoy the camp. Wait, no, there are four categories. Sorry, it's the camper where you just relax and enjoy the camp. It is when you stop being a camper because you grew quite old. Just for 1 year, you are a stelechon, which means you are getting ready to take care of campers. You're not ready yet, but you're getting ready. You're getting there, almost there, buddy. Then it's not the leader, but the second leader, the side leader, let's say, which is when you can assist someone on helping the campers, but you're not ready yourself or old enough yourself to be by yourself with the kids and take care of them on your own. Then it's the leader of the group, let's say, of the house, which is when you're ready to take care of them on your own, uh, with your sub leaders, of course. And after you become a leader, if you start to get bored of it or if you grow old, you can become somebody that helps on the camp, but is not a leader nor a sub leader. He's the one who organizes the event and is there to make the games and the events possible and the posts. For example, somebody who's like, so yeah, I'll be at the basketball fields, at the football fields, and I'll give the kids the balls whenever they need them. That's the and that's the final. Then you either retire or like die there, I guess. So this year, I was in the year where you cannot be by yourself. Well, I was not. I was the year above a camper, which was be exactly by yourself. They want you to be by yourself and see how you act, so they can see if they can trust you with kids, to see if you're mature enough. And except from doing that, you also have one other role: learn how to do sailing. Why? I don't know. They maybe because there is a certain trip that you go when you're in this age, and this trip is like going sailing for 4 hours straight on an island. Not that island, guys. And since you, oops, wait, fuck, I'm getting rusty. And since we have two goals and the rest of the day we are alone. Yeah, practically most of the day we spend it by ourselves in our little houses doing whatever we desire. And you live like 16, 15 years old alone. What do you think they desire? To play poker, of course. And not only poker, we also had roulette. And we were playing roulette and poker all day long. We had fake chips, of course, uh, but sometimes on special occasions we also gambled with real money. Not as frequent though. Uh, so yeah, this was fun. They left us to see how mature we were, and we created an illegal gambling society. Uh, Now let me tell you about the time we almost died. Fun. It sounds fun, doesn't it? So, as I said, we were learning how to sail, but it was only the second day of the camp. That means, third actually, sorry. That means we didn't yet knew how to sail. And it was raining. And the teachers thought it would be a perfect idea to let some kids sail while it was raining. And after that, it started to thunder. Um, most sailboats got their uh, sails ripped. Some kids had trauma. One girl almost drowned because a rope got tied around her neck. And the next day, the camp's principal was like, "Guys, what do you want me to do? Just please don't sue me. It's not my fault that you almost died. I swear I'll do anything, just don't sue." Well, he didn't say exactly that. He was more like, "Okay, so because now it'd be hard for you to go to your trip. Do you want money? Do you want another trip? Do you want to be free? What do you want to do?" But it's basically the exact same thing. Later, they actually taught us how to sail, but later we didn't had such instances again, so it wasn't quite needed. But still, it's quite nice to know how to sail. One of the best experiences I ever had. And on that day that we almost drowned to death, we were meant to be on the sea for not even half an hour. We were on the sea for 3 whole hours. Yeah, some kids were lucky and got out early. The rest of us, at least me, a friend of mine, and another two boats, who were the last that got out, we were stuck because we couldn't paddle. It was a sailboat. The air was quite opposite, and somebody somehow reached the other side. How is that even possible? Because, well, we were in the sea, but at the other side it also had a bit of land. And when I mean on the other side, I mean like 50 plus kilometers. Yeah, they reached it. I don't know how. Don't ask me how. It was just there. They didn't even mean to go that far, but they couldn't turn back then. So yeah, very fun experience. Recommend 10 out of 10. Almost drowning and then trauma dumping to everyone and them being like, "Wait, so what?" Is one of the most fun things I've ever done. Highly recommend it. Just be careful not to die when you do it. Of course, I had experience drowning. And this brings me to my next story about the camp. The actual trip. Um, so it was a small island, like 30, 20, like 10 kilometers away, and we went there by sailboats. It was not raining, but it was not as quite windy either, so it was like the perfect, uh, yeah, the perfect weather. And we went there. It took us 4 grueling hours of our lives trying to get there. Not because we were slow, but because some people that didn't fit into the sailboats had to take the canoes, and we had to wait for the canoes, which were much slower. So this was sad, but at least we got there in one piece. Then they had us to carry our stuff and, of course, lay on the ground because there were no houses. Yeah. Uh, then we had one of the small trip on the island, which was one of the most anticlimactic trips since they hyped it really much. They were like, "Oh, it's going to be the most beautiful sea you'll ever see." Not even the Maldives come in comparison with this sea. It's better than the Hawaiian Sea. It's the perfect sea. So after hiking for 20 goddamn minutes through the most unholy roads, and they told us, "Oh, we are going to the sea. Don't bring your shoes. Come with your flippers." So since we were wait, that was perfect fixing. Since we were with flippers, our legs got all bruised up. We got a lot of injuries on our legs, but well, that's okay, I guess. And and then when we arrived there, they were like, "Yeah, that's the perfect sea." But because of the winds and the rain, it was full of seaweed. So not only it was not as um, blue and perfect as they described it, it was more of black. And and after we got back, because we were on an island, we had nowhere to bathe. We had to manually strip the stuck seaweed from our legs, and it hurted. It hurt real bad. Yeah, I would not recommend that this time. Yeah, no, don't recommend it. Uh, the key to a good trip is having low expectations. Anytime you have low expectations, if something surpasses your expectations, even for a bit, then it surpassed your expectations. That's perfect. That's what everybody wants, right? So yeah, that happened. Uh, in that trip, they taught us the power of friendship and how important teamwork is. And by that, I mean they told us, okay, so we are 5 dudes here. We're going to pick up a 100 plus kilogram dude all together and move him around because it's fun. Yeah, teamwork makes the dream work. Am I right? Am I right? I have still no clue how we didn't broke our hands, how our bones didn't give out. And after we came back, oh, and the perfect thing on that trip, because we were on an island with no security, we had some people had to stay awake to guard. So we took shifts, and one shift was like, "Oh, guys, a lynx is coming." Wait, what? A what? Yeah, a lynx. It, it was like on the other side of the mountain, so it was nowhere close on coming, but still, I guess thanks for the warning. And on the second day that we slept, the somebody forgot to wake up the next guy, so we were left with no security. Gosh. Okay, I might be sweating a bit sometimes, but that's even sweaty for me, mate. Okay. Okay, buddy. Yeah, and so that's how this trip went. And I had the luck to be up to have the same shift with my best friend, which led to us waking the whole camp because we were laughing so much. Well, so that was the most exciting part of the camp. The rest was like we had one day to swap places with the ones above us, the sub leaders. So we became sub leaders for one day, and because of that, I don't want to do it again, even though I will next year. Why would you do this to yourself and become a sub leader? I don't know. I'll be doing it to myself this summer. But what I want to say is, yeah, it's quite hard to have 20 toddlers crying and be like, do something, because usually you had your leaders to guide you. The tent I got, the group I got, the one leader was for that one day he was a supervisor for something else, so he could not be with the camp. And the other leader was autistic. No, literally. He was literally autistic. Um, yeah. So with that being said, I was all alone to take care of 20 crying toddlers that made me want to rip my hair off my skull. But at least they knew how to play poker, so that's one thing we did. And as I said in the beginning of the video, when we were alone, we were playing poker all day. We were 60 people in of my age. The 20 were boys. We had 40 girls while we were 20 boys. And of course, the 40 girls got 3 houses, and the 20 boys had to cram up in a house meant for 10 people. Yeah, seems pretty fair to me, not gonna lie. So that's how camp went. And share any camp experience you might had in the comment section. Peace.